More. While the moon gives light.
While the moon gives light tonight, shines upon my face bright with Allah's might.
Love and
Rebirth,
peace.
victory, life,
Today we're going to read over the renowned Moor Ali of the Bluebeard, reputed to be not only the boldest, but the ablest of all wild sea rovers who swept the Mediterranean, whether of Algiers, Tripoli, or Tunis. All three of the Moorish powers, at the time of which we write, claimed a sovereignty over the waters adjacent to the territories. The ship of Ali was the most powerful of any of the Moorish cruisers, being a brig carrying 28 guns and fully manned by a crew of desperadoes, not a man of whom but richly deserved the rope, whatever that means. In grand elegant style, this very king of pirates had named his craft the Sword of Death, but we know they don't speak of sword, the scimitar. And for his banner, which is a flag, he flouted a blood-red flag, whereon was emblazoned a silver crescent, the Muslim emblem, crossed with a naked quote-unquote Moorish saber, a blood-red flag, a blood-red flag, a blood-red flag. Still, the blood-red flag of Ali floated. I repeat, still the blood-red flag of Ali floated. For although it had been shot away during the action, yet the ruthless Pasha had climbed out into the rigging and nailed it to the mast, despite the hot fire of the enemy. Nobody brings you this, brother. Nobody. Upon the quarterdeck of the craft stood the great Pasha himself, Ali of the Bluebeard. A tall, well-built man was the Moorish commander, with a black eagle-like eye, a massive face, a nose hooked like the beak of a bird of prey, and a beard fully a foot long, black in hue, but a slight bluish tint to it, from which circumstance he derived his name. The beard was all fancifully plaited into little tails, and each and every tail tied with a small blue-black ribbon. Like a very king, the pirate was arrayed. Costly chains of gold, curiously inlaid with precious gems, adorned his person, and the diamond buckle that fastened the short blue plumes of his turban was of the value of a ship of the line fully equipped. So when they speak about these so-called Barbary pirates stealing people's stuff, this man ain't have to steal nobody or plunder nobody, man. He had damn diamonds and stuff. Short blue plumes on his turban was of the value of a ship of the line fully equipped. Great had been the astonishment of the Moor upon discovering the craft of the Lionhead hovering near to the lugger. Now this is titled The Lion of the Sea, and that's a Moor. This Ali, Bluebeard, where Walt Disney has the blue beard, and I'm going to show you where the so-called pirate with the black beard comes from. This Ali Pasha. But this is Beatles Pocket Library, Lion of the Sea, 1885. Now again, Walt Disney has the Bluebeard movie, but also the old Blackbeard movie. I went and looked at it. It says, during the 17th century, the Spanish Main was overrun with pirates, foremost of whom was Edward Teach, the evil and immortal Blackbeard. Sir Henry Morgan, who was then in the service of the king, had been sent to clear the seas of the very pirates he once had led. So they know what's going on with Ali, the Blackbeard, and all that, bro. The Moors, but they got the Morgan and Spanish Main and all this craziness. I'm gonna tell you all this right now. When the elders see these demonstrations and see that you Moors are abandoning, you're going to have some questions to answer, and you're going to have some explaining to do, especially with the Moorish court demonstration, speaking about how the Moorish courts are to be judicial and authoritative, while the colonizers, who they said is France, England, and Spain, are the administration over the empire while they're colonizing. But again, the Moors are to have their own courts, and it's judicial and authoritative, and then they start speaking about administrative with colonies. That's why they say they're administrative.
More. The moon gives light.